So we were herded into a tiny little room. So it was Steve and Angela and Greg's brother and me. Steve and Greg's brother had been together that morning at a farm equipment training, and they came together. So there we sat, waiting for them to tell us what had happened to Greg. I gave God my mind and my heart and fought not to think the worst, not to play the scenario in my head where they come in this tiny room to tell us that he hadn't made it. The flight nurse had told me that he would be okay. God didn't let my mind go there, and that was a miracle. And I just realized recently, you'd think it would have come to me sooner, that I'm ADD. And I lack focus. My mind tends to spin out of control. I'm a worrier. It goes all over the place, and I start to think the worst. But God's word says, do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, his good, pleasing, and perfect will. From Romans 12:2. And God renewed my mind that day. Since then, not so much. And we finally saw Greg in the emergency room, and he was alive, but he was in very bad shape and needed surgery. I took his hand, and he took charge. He told Casey, you know, you've got a good-looking Jersey heifer that I think should go to State Fair. Call our friend Turtle and make arrangements. Maybe you can tie in with him. And he told her, life goes on. I might be here, but you need to take that heifer to the State Fair. He's insane. So Pastor Al and Donna Jo arrived shortly after, Greg's sister Jody, and our daughter-in-law to be Darcy. With our grandson. Greg saw Harrison and was a different person. He lit right up. You could see that gave him hope. And then he apologized to Darcy for not being able to be at Harrison's birthday party that Sunday. He really was amazing. They had reinflated his collapsed left lung and pinned his right leg into traction to pull it out of his mangled pelvis. So we prayed, and off he went to surgery, and we went to the waiting room for hours and hours and hours.